And the fifth place match of the day will feature the number 3 teams out of both pools. It'll be the Dayspring Christian Eagles against the Heritage Christian Tigers. As the Heritage Christian Tigers will have Heidi Frederick, Mariah Green, Michelle Cronenberg, Samantha Leone, Sarah Salter, Kaylee Smith, and Tawana Sisum. Notice that's 7, but there is a libero involved in that, and for the Daysprings Eagles, it'll be Fargo, Donahoe, Angus, Kurtz, Angus, and Ingram as the libero, as Daysprings, the home team, on your scoreboard will get the ball first out of the whole thing. Serve back row, dug out by the Tigers and pushed back across for the Eagles. Set up near side for off the block is Donahoe, and Daysprings gets the first points of the match. Salter out of the back row, set up near side. It'll be Leone and picked up by the Eagles and pushed across Donahoe and off the fist of Salter, and Daysprings has a 2-0 lead. Fargo with the serve. It goes back row, pushed over by the Tigers. Picked up by the Eagles back row, and there'll be a free ball over. Picked up Smith as this ball far side out in the back and be picked up out, and a free ball over by Fargo. Picked up near side, and it'll be stuffed block, and Leone cannot put it through, and the Eagles take a 3-0 lead. Donahoe teaming up with Kurz for that one. Ball dug out back row and tipped over by the Tigers. Dug out, and it's going to be a free ball over. Tigers on the attack, a flat-footed attack out of the back row and out, as this attack was long from the libero Green. Makes it 4-0. Fargo to Green, the libero, pushed up and pushed across, dug out, and tipped back over by Donahoe. The attack is by Angus, and it hits the back line, and it will be a 5-0 run by Dayspring. Ball into the back corner and pushed back across on the return serve, and be an attack by Donahoe, and she will put one home, as that'll be Michaela Donahoe, and make it 6-0. Fargo with a serve once again, and it'll be a free ball over by the Heritage Tigers. And be picked up, set, near side will be Donahoe off the top of the net, and picked up by the Tigers on the near side. Blocked at the net and picked up once again by the Tigers. Near side off the net and finds the line. And Heritage Christian gets their first points, makes it 6-1, as it was Frederick with the kill. Popped up back row, and it'll be a free ball over by the Eagles. Picked up by the Tigers. Near side will be Leone, and she will find the tip and get a kill. And it's 6-2. Doing the serving will be Cronenberg. Her serve goes back row, finds Angus. Set up by Fargo. Near side for Donahoe, picked up by the Tigers on the return. Flat-footed attack and in, and it will be Frederick and cuts the lead in half, 6-3. Backside on the row, and it'll be a flat-footed attack by Fargo, and she will get it over the net and down and makes it 7-3 and returns the ball to the service of Michaela Donahoe. Donahoe, back row for Green, picked up by the Tigers and pushed over. Fargo goes back on the quick attack. Frederick goes long and down and finds the back line, makes it 7-4. Looked long from here, but it catches the part of the line. And service will go to Heidi Frederick. Picked up back row by Donahoe. Set and free ball over Frederick. And pushed across, and Leone with a big swing. Comes up as this ball falls off the block and down and in. And Day Springs doubles up Heritage Christian 8-4. And that will bring in Taylor Ingram. Hannah Donahoe with a serve. Picked up back row by the Tigers. Come up near side attack as the set and a two-hit violation on Ingram. Makes it 8-5. Tawana Sysom comes in. And a service error on Samantha Leone makes it 9-5 and gives the ball to Kylie Angus. Angus drives one deep in back row, set up near side, picked up by the Tigers, and this ball off a block and down as Tawana Sysom puts one in for a kill. Makes it 9-6. Serve back into the back row for the Eagles and over as this will be tipped back as Kurz has to play it in, and a tip over by Cronenberg, and she gets it to fall. Makes it 9-7 still in favor of Day Spring. The soft serve over the middle will be picked up by Kurz to Fargo, and she will shoot it long and out and make it 9-8. Picked up and near side will be tipped and popped up on the pancake as blocked at the net and picked up by the Tigers, and it'll be a free ball over. Back row set up near side. It'll be Kurz, and she will pop it over, and it'll be picked up by the Tigers. Green with the flat-footed attack out of the back row. And this side will be Fargo. Free ball's over. Set up near side. It'll be over the head of Angus, and Salter will tie this game up at 9. That'll give the serve to Kaylee Smith and a timeout by Day Spring. They're first, and they have one left. As they had a big 4-0 lead. I do believe a 6-0 lead. And then it bit them in the behind as they come back. And as Heritage comes back and makes it a 9-9 contest. Coming out of the timeout, it will be Heritage ball. as the serve will go to be for Kaylee Smith. And she will pop one, and it will not even hit net, and it'll make a 10-9 lead for Dayspring. Emily Kurz will set up for the Eagles, and it's popped back over as a hitting error into the net by Salter makes it 11-8, as Ingram tried to put one back over, and then the Tigers could not take advantage. A knuckleball over as we pushed across by the Tigers, picked up backside by the Eagles and played over on the free. Dug out back row, and then free ball, and not going to be able to get it is Ingram, as both Ingram and Kurz had a chance at it, but it was their last chance to get it over, and it falls. 11-10. Dug out back row, set by Angus, near side, and will be free balled over by Donahoe. Picked up by the Tigers, and a running sweeping attack by Sysom, and a carry leads to an 11-11 game. Picked up, air top and over, and a free ball gets over the net and put back across out of the reach of Ingram as she gets a fingernail on it, but it goes out of bounds, and it's 12-11 in favor of Heritage now. Ball popped over and long, and makes it 12-12. Sarah Ingram to serve for the Eagles. Dugout back row. Frederick with the attack and off the net, and 4 hit. Do the Tigers of Heritage. It becomes 13-12 in favor of the Eagles. Ingram is back row, dug out by the Eagles. Green pops it up for Frederick, and dug out back row by Ingram, and a quick attack by Sysom, and she can't get it to fall, and makes it 14-12 Dayspring. A short ball, and this ball goes off the Smith, and then off of Salter. Makes it 15-12. Free ball over is Salter, and then Sysom to Frederick. Off the block, picked up and down, and makes it still a 2-point game, 15-13. Sysom comes off, and Leone comes back on. Back row for Kurz, set up by Fargo for Donahoe, and it is in the net, 15-14. Jump serve back row played by Ingram, and be picked up by Fargo, and a free ball over by Ingram once again. Picked up by Smith. Near side for Frederick, and she will go long on the attack, and it's 16-14 Dayspring, and they get the serve back. Uh, 15-15, they say it was in the net, so the ball gets back, and an ace for Green as she smokes one down the line as it's unplayable for Angus. Played by the libero to libero, and it's in there for an ace. It looked like it was going out to Ingram, and she just let it go by. And it found it. Picked up by Ingram, back row, pulled up and pushed across and tipped up by the Tigers, and it'd be a free ball over. Ingram, back row, set up is Donahoe, and out as Heritage takes an 18-15 lead. Into the net goes Green's serve, and 18-16. Heritage still leads, and it gives the ball to Fargo. Back row played up and bumped up, and Green will have to free ball it over, and it'll be played up and hit on the Eagles side. 19-16, and a timeout taken by Day Spring, and that's their final timeout. Of the set, as they're down by 3, 19-16. As this is the 5th place match here at the NJC Spectacular. As Heritage taking all the time out of the timeout. Make sure they knew what they were doing. As the serve will be with Cronenberg. Cronenberg go back row. Dug out by the Eagles, and a free ball attempt over, and this ball will fall, and it'll be Kaylee Angus with the kill, or with the point on that, and makes it 19-17. Dug out back row by Green, pushed over, and then Angus will have it fall back across. Kurz has to put it across, near side for Frederick, and dug out by the Eagles. Far side will be for Kurz, dug out back row by Green. Set up near side for Leone, picked up by the Eagles. Kurz, and be down for a kill, makes it 18-19. And this serve by Donahoe is into the net, as Michaela Donahoe could not get that one up and over. Dug out back row by the Eagles. Set up, Donahoe, and down as Hannah Donahoe makes it a 20-19 match. 1 point has really separated both of these teams since about 6-5, 5-6, whichever score you want to say. Dug out by the Tigers, and set up near side. It'll be Ingram, and she'll be underneath the net as she'll hit it, and it'll be a Heritage point, 21-19. Ball played across and out, as it'll be still a 1-point game. Dayspring gets a point back. It's 21-20. Heritage leads as Kaylee Angus will go in to serve. She plays it back row, and it gets over as Kurz puts it across. Near side, it would be Sisum, as she will put it out and ties this up at 21 apiece. Knuckleballer down the middle, set up, Sisum, and she cannot find the line, and it's 22-21. This is for 5th place. He picked up by the Tigers and free balled over by Green, and it's too long, and it becomes 23-21, and a timeout going to be taken by Heritage, as that'll be their first timeout, as they're down by 2 now. As both teams really haven't pulled away from each other. They're just sitting there going, hey, this is how it's going to work. This is how we're going to do this. And this is what's going to happen. Well, it's now time for Heritage to say, hey, we're going to get back into this. And they, much like Res Christian, takes a lot of time out of their timeout, making sure they get all of their time that they can use. Angus with the serve. A back put up by the Tigers as a tipped into the net is Sisum, and serving for the set will be Kaylee Angus. Packed up back row by Frederick. Near side will be go for Salter, and Salter hits this into the net, and Dayspring takes set number 1, 25-21, as they will have the first set for them. As we head into a break, we come back with set number 2 right after this here at the NJC Spectacular. This is a big-time small-town media production on ColoradoPreps.tv.
Akron Auto is proud to be the best pre-owned automobile dealership in northeastern Colorado. Quickly expanding, Akron Auto has 2 locations. The original on Highway 34 in Akron, and a second on Highway 34 in Fort Morgan. Akron Auto wishes to thank local patrons for making their business possible, and ask visitors to stop in and see what may be on the lot for you. Tax time is the perfect time to use your rebate on a car, truck, or SUV upgrade. Akron Auto, better for your budget. This broadcast of high school sports is being brought to you courtesy of the Allen Bear Agency of Akron. In times of such economic uncertainty, let Allen Bear and his staff service stability when it comes to your insurance needs. With years of experience serving their community with products in auto, home, and life insurance, the Allen Bear Agency is also available for farm, crop, business, and health insurance as well. Give Allen and his team a call today at 970-345-2310 or stop into 142 Adams in Akron to see how the Allen Bear Agency can serve you.
grab it. Somebody says that you got tickets to the big game, can't go, you grab the tickets. Somebody tells you that you can get an iPhone at a special price, you grab it. And it's true. For a limited time, Viera has iPhones for only $79.99. And we'll even pay your early termination fees up to $200 when you switch to Viera. All that and coverage you can count on. So hurry into Viera today. Your iPhone is here. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Set number 2 as we switch sides as the Heritage Tigers come out of the break down 1-0 to the Dayspring Christian Eagles as both teams playing for 5th place here at the NJC Spectacular. And the Tigers will have the ball out of the break, and it will be Michelle Cronenberg. As Cronenberg will have the serve. She'll go back for the back row, and it'll be tipped up off the block, and the Eagles will place it over just on the tip. Backside will be Frederick, and she'll be popped up by Angus. Near side will be Donahoe, and down for a kill on the back line. The third place match you will not see, as it'll be on it be in the auxiliary gym here at NJC, as the green will pop one into the net. So I've just been told that the third place matchup between Resurrection Christian and Caliche will be in the auxiliary gym here at NJC, so you won't have to see that, as Day Springs gets another. You won't get to see that here on Colorado Preps TV. Picked up. Frederick will go into the block, pick it up out of the net. It's set up once again. Frederick again, and her tack will find the line and makes it a 3-1 game. So this will be my last match of the day. Frederick with the jump serve, a knuckleball, as it's picked up by the Eagles, and a long set to Angus, as she will get to the ball. Picked up back row, set up near side for Donahoe, and she will go long, as Heritage will pick up the point, and it makes it 3-2. A 3-2 point is into the net, and Day Springs takes a 4-2 lead. And going back to serve will be Donahoe, and the green will try to place it over, and it will go out and makes it 5-2. Dayspring up 1 set to 0 over Heritage, playing for 5th place. Heritage, the ace will go to Donahoe, as Frederick could not pick up the serve. Ball played over in the middle and tipped over and down, as Kurz just stuffs it back down. Picked up by the Tigers in the back row, and it'll be free balled over. Near side, Fargo for Angus, rolled off the top of the net, and Fargo will have to play it over. They picked up in a free ball and a flat-footed attack across. Fargo for Donahoe, tipped at the net and brought back onto the Eagles side. Pushed across by Fargo. Near side will be Salter as she will find the floor for a point and make it 7-3. Green with the serve as she picked up back row, and Angus will be pushed across. He picked up Smith, and it will not be able to be played off the Fargo pass, and makes it 7-4. Smith, Sysom, and Salter all in the front row. Back row attack as this ball is going to be freed over. Picked up, set, near side for as Donahoe just puts it back over. The ball too close to the net as Hannah gets the push over and then gets the serve. Donahoe goes straight back. Green set up for Salter and blocked at the net, picked up, and a free ball will have to be played over by the Eagles, and it'll be a 4-hit violation on Day Spring. Coming back in is Ingram. Day Spring picks up the attack on the back row. Kurz off the block and out. As she said, it went off the net and out. So Heritage will get the point. Makes it 8-6. Smith with the serve. To run a quick kind of walk up as Dayspring gets the point back. 9-6. As Kaylee Angus will step in. Picked up in the back row and blocked at the net and tipped over Ingram. And 9-7. Salter, jump serve, picked up back row, set up by Angus for Fargo, goes back row, kept up by the Tigers. Frederick, as hers will find Hardwood, makes it 9-8. Salter with the jump serve and on the line and in and makes it 9-9. And it'll be a timeout taken by Day Spring. And it'll be their first timeout of the set in the 9-9 match. This match being played for 5th place. And on the other court is Sterling JV and Kalichi, and that is just being played to give all teams fairness of playing all their games. And now it will be the site of the championship match here in a little bit. So coming out of the timeout, Heritage will have the ball. And Salter will have the serve. The jump serve brought over, and it'll be picked up by the Eagles in the back row. Freed over. Back row set up near side, and it'll be for Frederick, and block at the net. A tip over as Kurz picked up freed back over as the back row set up near side for Frederick. And she'll go right into the net and make it Dayspring first to double digits. Back row set up and at the net, and Ingram could not put it away. And it'll be a 10-10 match with Sisum heading back to the service line. Jump serve picked up by the Eagles, tipped over and brought back over by the Tigers. Set up near side for Ingram, and we push near side for Frederick, and down and in as Heritage will take an 11-10 lead. And Sisum still with the serve. He picked up in the back row, and that's an ace as it goes off of Kurz. Makes it 12-10. Picked up back row, set up near side for Fargo. She tries to find the line, and she does on the right side, and makes it 12-11. Coming back on is Hannah Donahoe. Top through the middle and first side for Frederick, and her attack is long. It makes it 12-12. Serve rolls the net, and up at the top a tip and joust at the net, 0-1. And this side will be Donahoe, and she puts it right into the net as it'll be 13-12 for Heritage. Now will give the serve to Cronenberg. And back row popped up, set, and back into the libero in Ingram, and she can't get enough juice on it, and becomes 14-12 Heritage. Cronenberg jumps her and puts it up, and it'll be a free ball over by the Eagles. Picked up by Green, and she gets a terrible angle and ends up hitting it out over the net. And it's 13-14. Gives the serve back to Dayspring. Picked up at the top, set for Leone, and picked up back row. Pushed across, set near side, as it's going to be Leone with a free ball over. And Donahoe could not get enough on it to push it over the net, and it's 15-13. It gives the serve to Frederick. Jump serve, picked up back row, set up, and free ball over. Picked up Green, back row, gives it off to Salter. Salter will find the back line, and she will have herself a kill, and that's 16-13. Jump serve, knuckleball up in the middle, set up for Donahoe, and top in the middle of the net, and pushed across Salter. And this ball goes out, and point to Dayspring, 14-16. Picked up in the back of the row, and the Salter into the net on her attack, and make it 15-16. Dayspring trails. Serve, back row, dugout, set up, near side, and for Smith, off the block and out, as Heritage will get the point. Kill for Smith. Dug out back row by the Eagles. Set near side for Kurz. Set middle, near side Salter. And her attack is long. Makes it 17-16. Heritage still on top. Serve, back row, set up, and Green will free ball it over. Picked up as Kurz has to free ball this one for the Eagles. Near side, and it'll be into the net. And a 4-hit or 2-hit violation. You could call either. As Dayspring ties this game up at 17 apiece. This set is tied 17-17. Set near side for Ingram, and she hits one long. Heritage up 18-17. Smith with the serve as it will go out and tied again in the set, 18-18. As this ball goes out on the serve, and Heritage takes another 1-point lead, 19-18, and gives the serve to Sarah Salter. Salter with the jump serve, and it just clears the net. Set up near side for Kurz. Blocked at the net, popped off the face of Kurz as Ingram tried to get a hand on it to get it over. As it's a 20-18 game. Salter with the jump serve just makes it over, and it's to Fargo. Fargo knocks it back over as Tigers will play it. Near side will be Salter. Picked up. Top of net, and in is Kurz. Makes it 19-20. Still Heritage leads. Pushed across, then picked up back to the back row. Block at the net and down, and it's 20-20. Here on 2020. Back row played an ace as Salter could not handle the heat, and it'll be a timeout taken by Heritage. They have one left in the set as well. 21-20, Dayspring leads. As they have a 1-set to 0 lead on Heritage as well, as they will take the early lead with the set-wise for a chance at 5th place here at the NJC Spectacular. Brought to you by Big Time Small Town Media and Colorado Preps.tv. And coming out of the timeout, it will be Eagle ball. A ball right at the ankles of Smith, and an ace it will be. 22-20. Serve across, and it'll be picked up and freed over by the Tigers. Set up near side for Donahoe, and it'll be down and in for a kill. 23-20 as it went over the block. down at Smith's ankles again. She cannot get to it, and it's 24-20. And serving for set point will be the Eagles, as it will be Emily Kurz. Kurz digs this one out, as this taken by Frederick and off the libero in Ingram and out of play. Makes it 21-24. Dayspring leads. And that will send Sarah Sysum to serve. Stave off another match point, and it's out, and that will end this set 25-21 as Dayspring leads. And that'll be a two sets to nothing lead for Daysprings in the 5th place match here at the NJC Spectacular, brought to you by ColoradoPreps.tv. This is a big time small town media production.
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
Here's a simple math problem. What's 1 plus 1? 2, you say? Not according to Colorado. Here, 1 plus 1 is 3. Because our personal free checking and personal free postage give you twice as much free. You'll start with free checking, free online banking, free telebank access, free penny pay, no service fees, and more. And when you add on, you get a free savings account, free appraisal mortgage, and more. So you're in for free. Try today to open a new account by visiting bankofcolorado.com, where 1 plus 1 equals 3.
In 1916, it is estimated that producing 100 bushels of corn took approximately 35 to 40 hours. Today, it is estimated that producing the same 100 bushels takes less than 3. A lot has changed in the last 95 years, but one thing has stayed the same. Farm Credit is still the lender of choice for America's farmers and ranchers. We are passionate about agriculture and are dedicated to serving America in good times and bad. This is Jordan Wilkie in the Yuma Lending Office. Give us a call today to see how we can help you. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Ison Oil has been supporting our community for over 65 years and is the leading supplier in propane, Sinclair diesel and gas, Chevron oils, greases, and lubricants, and a variety of tires and Delco batteries. Located on Highway 34 in Otis and Plattner, Ison Oil is your #1 source for diesel, oil, gas, and propane needs. For all those road trip adventures through Northeast Colorado, they offer 24-hour pay-at-the-pump gas and diesel services. Ison Oil, American product, American quality, affordable prices.
We head into set number 3 as the Dayspring Christian Eagles leading the Heritage Christian Academy Tigers 2-0 in the 5th place match here of the day at the NJC Spectacular. As Maggie Fargo will have the serve out of the break for the Dayspring Eagles. We popped up back row by Salter, and be a flat-footed attack by Green out of the back row. And be picked up at the net, and be bumped across and pushed over by Frederick. Picked up Angus, and it'll be a free ball over and into the net, and it'll be a 4-hit violation on the Eagles, and it is 1-0 Heritage. Popped over the net, and Fargo keeps it from going into the net as it's played off by Donahoe, and she can't come up with it. Over the net and in for an ace, and that is a 3-0 run by Heritage. Popped up, Donahoe off the block, and this goes through and blocked once again, and a hit over by Smith, and she gets the kill and makes it 4-0 run. A ball flipped over by the Eagles. This side will be picked up by Frederick and off the net and out as Dayspring catches the break and grabs the point as it's their turn to serve, and it will be Michaela Donahoe. She'll pop one over, picked up by Salter. Smith with the set, and be pushed over by the Eagles. Picked up back row, popped up. Frederick with the hit off the block and picked up over, and have to be a free ball by the Tigers. Picked up out and pushed over by Donahoe. Popped up, set near side for Frederick. Pushed over, dug out back row. Joust at the net, won by the Eagles, and that will go down as a point for Dayspring. Donahoe with the serve and a rotation violation. Popped up back row, set up, and Frederick has to try to push it over. She does, and she will get into the net. Her momentum carried her there and makes it a 4-4 game. Popped up back row, and this gets down for an ace as it gets into the stands. Donahoe with the serve. Back row, and it's off the arms of Salter. And that is back-to-back aces for Michaela Donahoe. Picked up back row as Frederick tries to hit it over left-handed, and she can't get it to fall. And it's in the net. 7-4, Dayspring lead. Back row popped up. Set up for Salter. Pushed up near side for Kurz as she will drive one home. In the net are the Tigers. Point go to the Eagles, 8-4. Middle popped up near side for Smith. Over the block and picked up by the Eagles. Free ball over as we set up near side. Smith tries to pop it over. A tip at the net as it's being picked up by the Eagles once again. Over, a block, and in as Smith gets a kill. Makes it 8-5. The jump serve right into the hands of Leone and makes it 9-5. And back in for the Eagles is Taylor Ingram. Hannah Donahoe with the serve back picked up and pushed across by Green. Picked up by the Eagles, and a flat-footed attack across. A Leone at the center of the net, picked up by the Eagles, as it'll be a push across by Kurz. Green has to shoot it across, set, and it'll be a 2-hit violation on Fargo. Makes it 9-6. A serve by Green right into the net, and Dayspring the first to 10 points. The last 2 times they did it, they won the set. That'll send Kaylee Angus to the service line. She'll pop one back. Green takes it. Set up near side for Salter, and it's popped up by Angus. Set up near side, and Kurz. Back row popped up near side. Be Sysom, and she puts one down for a kill. As it makes it 10-7. And that'll give Smith the serve. She'll pop one back row. Set up near side for Kurz as she goes cross court and can't get it to fall, and makes it 10-8. Smith with the serve again. It's picked up back row by Fargo. Back to Fargo, and down and in for a kill. Makes it 11-8. Kurz with the serve. She'll pop one back row, picked up by Frederick, near side for Salter. She has to just throw one over, and it's going to be jousted at the net and won by the Eagles. The throw across is Sysom, picked up by the Tigers. Salter, and be set up, and a free ball over by the Eagles. Smith set, gives it off to Frederick, and it'll be flipped over and out by Cronenberg. And it's 12-8. Kurz drives one over to Frederick, and it pops back over the net, and too hard is Fargo, and makes it 12-9. A serve into the net from Salter, 13-9 in favor of Dayspring. As back row popped up near side, and before Frederick, and off the block, and can't get to it is Ingram, and that will go down as a kill. Picked up back row, set up near side for Donahoe, jousted at the net, won by the Eagles, pushed across, set up, middle for Donahoe, off the block and in, and that's a kill for Donahoe. Make it 14-10 in favor of the Eagles. Back row for Green. On the serve, tipped over by Cronenberg, and a 2-hit violation on Angus, and makes it 14-11. Angus with the set, and it's over the net, popped up, and Angus will have to free ball it over, and she will have it go out, and it'll be 14-12. Picked up, back row by the Eagles. Set, and it'll be Donahoe to just push it over. Set far side for Frederick. She has to try to get it around, and it'll be out. As she had to try to wrap it around the antenna, and she could not. 15-12. Gives the ball to Michaela Donahoe. Frederick on the attack, and her attack long. Make it 16-12 on the near side. And Michaela Donahoe trying to serve 9 more points. Donahoe's serve right into the net. Makes it 16-13. And that'll give the ball to Frederick in the serve. Pushed over and off Donahoe is an ace. And it's 14-16. Heritage coming back within 2. They popped up near side for Donahoe at the block at the net, and Leone with a stuff block makes it 16-15, and Heritage Christian only down 1. Picked up back row by the Eagles. Popped up, and it'll be a free ball over. Leone set up for Smith, and off the block and down, as that will push the lead back out to 2 for the Eagles. 17-15. A ball pushed over on the serve as Salter with the attack near side. It'll be for Kurz. As be Frederick from the back row. Set up, Kurz near side, and she puts one down and in. And that'll be a timeout taken by Heritage, their first of the game, or of the set. And I've been told that the 7th place match between Sterling and Briggsdale will be played right here in front of us once this match is over. Over on the west court is Caliche and Akron warming up for the first place match, and that'll be a good matchup, as Caliche, last time we saw them play was against Weldon Valley, and they took 1 set from Weldon Valley, and a Weldon Valley team that beat Akron last year. So Hannah Donahoe will have the serve coming out of the timeout, and she'll pop it back row dugout. Set up middle as Leone cannot find a hole. The free balled over. Set up far side for Salter. Can't get it to fall. Near side will be go to Kurz, and in the net go the Tigers, and it's 19-15. Popped up to the back row. Set and jousted at the net and won by the Eagles and down, and they are the first ones to 20. Popped up back row, set up by Cronenberg for Leone, and she mishits and can't get it across the net, and it's 21-15. Back row, popped up. Cronenberg cannot handle this, and out on Leone's attempt on the free ball. And it's 22-15 Day Spring lead over Heritage. Dugout back row. Set up near side for Salter, and she gets it across and down and makes it 22-16. Down by 6 are the Tigers. They gotta put up 9 points to keep their hopes alive for 5th place, as they tip up, as they will get 1 of those points. They got now 8 to go as they get a ace on the serve. It's 22-17, Day Spring lead. The short serve picked up by the back row. Near side will be Kurz, and she will pound one through a block and in for a kill. And makes it 23-17. Gives the serve to Kaylee Angus. Hits it right into the net, and it's still 23-18 now. And that'll give Smith the serve for the Tigers. Smith goes back row, pops up for Ingram, played over by Fargo. A bump off the net and a free ball attempt. He'll have to be put over Kurz, and then the Ingram had to throw it over. Cronenberg sets it up. Smith will put it across and set at the net. Kurz will put one down on a attempt to get the ball over, and it is 24-18 now. And serving for the match in 5th place will be Emily Kurz. Kurz puts one back row, popped up, and it'll be played over by Salter. Near side, it'll be Donahoe. Jousted at the net, won by the Tigers, and over to the door, and it's out of play, and Heritage will get the point. Serve across, and an ace by Salter, and they keep this game within 4. They need to rattle off some points here. Salter pulls one back, set up, near side, it will be Fargo, and the senior will end it, and she will make it 5th place for the Day Spring Eagles as they win by a score of 25-20. They win in a sweep. Oops, not 25-20. They win in a sweep 25-21, 25-21, 25-20, as the Day Springs Eagles will take home 5th place in the NJC Spectacular, and the Heritage Christian Tigers will take home 6th. And that's going to do it for us here as we would get ready for the 7th place match between the Sterling Tigers JV and the Briggsdale Falcons here in the 7th place match here in just a little bit. This has been a big-time small-town media production of the NJC Spectacular on ColoradoPreps.tv.